Hi guys. Okay, so second video of the day. I know I'm terrible. Some weeks I don't do any videos. Other days I decide you need to. Okay, so I've decided to do the Grand Lux Tarot Grand Lux. Sorry, let me not get it wrong. I've decided this is the one we're going to be using today for your reading for the week ahead. Monday reading. Very interesting. I've been watching this deck for a while as well, so let's see what it can give us for the week ahead. That was interesting. Okay, so what shall we ask? I usually just say, you know, what do we need to know for the week ahead? That usually works out quite well for me. I feel like some of us really do need some guidance right now. Some of us have had a lot of symbolic death happening in our lives. Some of us have had literal people passing away in our lives, and I send my heart out to everybody for whatever you're going through, no matter what level it's on. Okay, some people are just having a lot of arguments and fights. This energy is just so tumultuous and it's just all over the place. We need to try and keep our balance. It's exceptionally difficult. I experienced it and I see it around me as well, so I do empathize with it. It's really not the easiest thing in the world. So maybe we should ask, how do we cope with the energies around us this week? Okay. What do we need to do to get through the energy that we're dealing with right now? I think that sounds like a good question, hey? Okay, let's see. Six of Swords. Okay, this is quite self-explanatory, because when we see Six of Swords, this is about wanting to get out of a very difficult situation, wanting to move forward, wanting to just move on. You know, you literally feel like you want to get in the boat and you want to go away. You want to get away from it all. And it's leaving a difficult situation behind, battling to do so and trying to work through it. So yes, this is exactly what we are experiencing, feeling, seeing, living through, and this is exactly what it is. It's about, we need to kind of make sure that we are making plans, that we have this foresight, and it's not always easy to leave certain things behind. Sometimes it involves us really doing hard things. Okay, getting through hard things. Maybe we choose to do something hard in order to gain a certain result. Sometimes we don't get a choice. We don't choose the situation that we're in. Okay, stuff happens, things happen. We find ourselves victims of circumstance to a certain degree, and we think, okay, how on earth am I going to get away from this, out of it? And for me, this is just, we need to look forward, and we need to know that the only way is to move forward. All of these people look pretty upset, okay? And there's also an element, whenever we leave something behind in whatever way, shape, or form, there is an element of sadness, because there's an element of us being attached to that, whether it was healthy for us, not healthy for us, whether it's a person that leaves our lives that we really just don't want them to leave, we're not ready, whatever the case is, there is this kind of melancholy feeling about this, an element of loss, but that feeling that, well, there's no other choice but to move forward. We need to overcome this situation. We need to make a plan. So this is about looking ahead, not without regret or nostalgia, but knowing that this is the way forward. And the only way to deal with it is to move forward. All right. So it's being acknowledged that we do feel a bit stuck, some of us. And sometimes you've got to do hard things. The Three of Pentacles. Okay. Planning, building, and constructing. That is very, very evident here. This is about learning to work together. All right, this may be something that we're really battling with right now as well. People seem to be independent and sometimes stubbornly so. I'm one of those people, I can't deny it. I like to do things on my own. But this is about making sure that you've got a good foundation and being willing to accept help. Okay. When you look at Three of Coins, this is usually working together with other people. It's the bringing together of different skills, different mindsets, different talents. So I always think of like when we need to build on something or build a building literally, you would need a couple of different people. You would need the architect, you would need maybe a quantity surveyor, and then you need the guys who put in the real work. Okay, but the one can't do it without the other. So sometimes there are people that you can learn from, that can bring a skill set to you, that can teach you something, assist you with something. Don't be closed off to that, because that is what can build something beautiful. Okay, we can always learn from somebody else. If we think that we've got nothing to learn, then we really need to review that, because we are always learning until the day we leave this planet. So we need to respect that. We need to honor that there are people who can teach us something, and that we can impart knowledge to other people as well, and be willing to do so. Because this is about working together. This is about opening yourself up to working with other people. He wouldn't be able to build what he's building if he didn't have the plans. Okay, and he is putting in the work, he's putting in hard work here. This could even represent maybe that you have three people that need to work together, or a third party that you need to bring into a project that you're busy with. But open yourself up to other people's input. Okay, what else we got? Temperance. Something in my bones told me we're going to get temperance. Let me just look at my new card. This is beautiful. Okay, temperance is about things coming up, especially from our past, that come up and they really seem to just test us, and we think that we've sorted them out before. Relationships, old habits that come up that we think we've dealt with. It can be anything. Old projects that we put aside, or someone that we thought we never had to talk to again, and we're just going to live with it and move on, and all of a sudden we bump into this person and it kind of digs up some old bones. But this is what it's about, and it feels like everything happens at once when temperance comes up. Okay, it's like this whole conglomerate of energy, similar to what we're feeling now. And we think, well, I thought I had dealt with some of this stuff. I thought I'd closed these chapters. I thought I'd done this stuff. And it's really at the wrong time. I just feel like I can't take everything right now. This is just too much. It's all coming at once. That's what it kind of feels like when temperance pops up. And it teaches us to have graceful balance. Do you see that? It's about balancing different things in our lives, finding balance within ourselves, emotional and mental balance and stability, trying to get ourselves into a place where we're actually handling this from a balanced perspective, and how this can free us from certain things. Okay, so not, oh my goodness, this has come up again, I don't want to deal with this. Saying, okay, why has it come up? Let me make sure that it's the last time it comes up if I don't want to deal with it again. And it is a sign of testing your faith, testing your endurance, testing your patience, very much so. But it's about, okay, let me see where I need to balance things. This is also about balancing work and play. Okay, balancing yourself, finding that so that you can have this liberation. But it's really just about how do we deal with things, and knowing that, yes, my patience is being tested, but there are lessons here, there are things that I need to do, and this can actually free me from certain restricting elements in my life. Do you see how liberated and free she looks? And she's brought things into balance, and she's just thinking, this is wonderful, I feel much better now. There is an element of release after this temperance card, because it pushes all the buttons, it pushes all the wrong buttons, and you think, really, do I not have enough on my plate? But everything on every level is testing me right now. And she says, handle it. See where you need to balance. Are you doing too much of this and not enough of that? Are you too angry about this? Are you too compliant? Where do you need to bring the balance back? Okay, guys, so that is your advice for the week ahead. I hope that you like my new cards. And I'm wishing you all much strength, much temperance, and see where somebody else can help you here. Okay. Lots of love. Chat soon. Bye.